do what we see in them, we like reflect it to ourselves. If we see the qualities that we like in other people, we take it as our qualities. And if we see something that is triggering that we don't like in other people, and we also see that within ourselves, and we try to like dive deeper into why is that triggering. And that's been so helpful. That's been helping us to feel connected to every other beings around us, and not being so much judgy for people who are like triggering us.
And when she shared this, I was like, wow, like this is like life-changing.
And we are so connected.
We are so connected. Like this reminded me of like for all the Nepali viewers, like, you know, like this is what Pulko Ankama is, like
perception.
Perception. And I think like this is like Ani was telling us the whole time, like, okay, whatever you are, you see in other people. And and then the vice versa.
And then sometimes it can just be because
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Casual Kura. My name is Richa, and today's a very special episode because we have our first guest here, and this is my dear friend Saguna.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi everyone.
Yes, Saguna is, I think, one of like the most inspiring people that I have met in my life, and she is a yogi, and she also she's like started to do more like stretching, right? She's like certified stretching. I don't know the term, but flexologist. And she's very into yoga and spirituality, and I think that's like the whole theme of today's episode. So I'm so excited to get into it. But before we get into like all the yoga, I think I really need to ask you, or I want to ask you, like, what like inspired you to like, I don't know, gravitated towards like yoga, and like what made you go for yoga and learn, and all of that, like what brought you to the yoga world?
So yoga, it was kind of like a form of exercise for me in the beginning. And as I started like feeling, I didn't do it regularly in the beginning. My yoga journey started after I came to US. And as a student with a lot of stressors, it was very, very overwhelming for me, and I didn't know what to do with those constant overwhelming thoughts. And when I did yoga, after the practice, I always felt a sense of peace and calm, and it was kind of like a therapy for me. And when I moved to Kansas with my husband, he is in the army. He got deployed, and I had to like live alone 2 times for like 9 months. And around those time, I started doing yoga every day because I didn't have anything that helps me to feel calm. I didn't know what to do with my overthinking and those recurring thought patterns. That really, really helped me. And just that sense of peace and calm that I felt after doing yoga is what gravitated me to do it more. That feeling I was chasing, I wanted to feel peace, I wanted to feel calm. That's
beautiful. That's beautiful. I think since you're here and you've been practicing yoga for how long now?
So it's been So I am not sure because I started like on and off for a long time now. Maybe about, I would say about like 7-8 years now.
7-8 years.
But
Wow.
consistently for after I got married to my husband, so 6 years consistently.
6 years consistently.
Oh.
Wow. I want to ask you like what yoga means to you. Yeah, if you could answer that.
Oh yeah. So yoga, the word yoga means being in union, and everybody can have their own definition, own perspectives in yoga. And for me, yoga means a lifestyle, and the tools, and 'cause it has like 8 limbs. It has the postures, the asana, pranayama, breathwork, meditation, and some like ethics. Those tools are very helpful in dealing with life. So it's a lifestyle, I would say.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And it will help me to experience life more deeply, moment to moment. It wouldn't be like it wouldn't be perfect all the time, but the tools that yoga offers, it helps me to attune to the moment more deeply.
Wow. Because, when I first heard of yoga, like, I thought it was, like, more physical and it's, like, more...
Stretching.
Yeah. And, like, talking to you, like, it's so much more than just the physical aspect, and there's, like, so much more.
Yeah.
You said there are, like, 8 different limbs.
Oh.
Yeah. I think, that's so interesting. We can do a whole another episode on like what yoga is, and but we kind of touched on it, so that's kind of beautiful. I wanted to ask you, like, since you have been like doing yoga for 6 years already consistently, like, what are like the lessons you've learned through like doing yoga consistently? And like, I know like yoga is not the factor, but like also like spirituality, like you're the person of yourself, like, but yoga entwined with it, like what have you learned? Yeah, we love to know the insights.
Oh yeah. So yoga, okay, what I learned from yoga. So I think I wouldn't be me if I wasn't like gravitated to yoga, because before yoga I was very, very like anxious a lot of time. I had like a lot of mask. Maybe I still have some, but
I know it's hard to take off. We're working on it.
But it has helped me to like explore myself deeply, to try to like understand why I am the way I am. I have also, so meditation is also a part of yoga. And right now mostly my practice is breathwork and meditation. And when I sit and do breathwork, it helps me to go into like a little bit of stillness and calm. And through that I find myself like healing those deep thought patterns and wounds within me, and it has helped me feel more comfortable being in my own skin, expressing my truth, communicating with people. And as me, I have always identified myself as a very shy person, and I wouldn't have imagined myself like teaching a group yoga class, or like being here on this interview and this podcast. And yoga is what has helped me to become more like myself, more confident. And if that answers the question.
Yeah, that answers it beautifully. It just helps you be authentic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Also, when you're with yourself and also around people and just the way you live, like the authenticity just shines through.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
Wow.
like, yeah, it helps me to connect more deeply to my authentic self. And yeah, it's a process.
It is a process.
I'm
Everything's a
still
process.
learning.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, so I wanted this, since you're here, I think this is like the perfect topic to touch on. Like, and we are friends and we do hang out a lot.
And that's the best thing.
Yeah, and I think this is like the perfect question to unravel with. Is like how we approach life. And I don't know, we're constantly doing healing and inner work, and we're like diving into, like, I know there's like this whole spirituality world that we're like diving into, and she finds something and I have some insight, and we like always sharing like whatever we're learning from the internet or from our experiences, from other people. Yeah, and then we all have this, and I think this is like the perfect way to bring or like talk about in this topic, and the question would be how we approach life. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Oh yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts about it.
Yeah, how I approach my life currently. Okay, wait, I like kind of wrote the bullets. Yeah. Okay, being present and aware. I feel like that's a very important thing, or that's like what I'm trying to apply currently in my life. And yeah, I think it's not enough. Like, I have to be more present and be more aware, and that helps me a lot. And another thing is to go with the flow. Yeah. I think I used to be a very rigid person, and I used to have like these visions of like, okay, this is how my day is gonna go, and like if it doesn't, then I like
Like
I like then I like nothing happened according to plan. But I think like living my life towards this point, like I think now I'm like kind of easing in, and everything is like, it's not gonna turn out as you plan, and that's the beauty of it. And I'm like embracing uncertainty, and hey, this didn't work out the way I wanted to, but what can I learn from this? Like, what kind of experiences? Oh, I never thought I would get to experience this, but I did get to experience. Like, also looking the moments that didn't turn out the way I wanted to, but like that is also beautiful. I got to experience something new. Like being optimistic, and yeah. And I think, and something else that I'm like really, really learning, I think growing up, like fear has been something that has like never left me. And like, you know, like this what if questions of like, oh, what if this happens, what if that happens, what if like I fail on this exam, and like da, 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 da. Like this negative thinking of like, you know, this what if could be a positive too, but my head always goes to like, oh, this happens, this will happen, and then everything would go wrong, and da da da, and like I would just get anxious within myself. But I'm like really working on right now is like turning my fear into faith, and reminding myself that I am nature. I'm part of nature, and like the trees and the birds, like the universe is taking care of them, and the universe will also take care of me. I am also nature. So like I like try to remind myself that, and have faith in the universe, have faith in God or whoever, like the higher power, that I am taken care of. Yeah, like constantly reminding that to myself, it like helps me let go of the fear that's like always. And yeah, and it helps me apply, like go with the flow, and like actually enjoying the uncertainty and the experiences that it gives me. Yeah, I think that's like a very focal point that's like very prevalent to me right now, and I'm trying to approach life that way. I think that's a very beautiful way to approach life, rather than like having this vision and then this is like how I want my life, and if it doesn't work out, then life is over. It is not. and yeah, just being aware, being present with my feelings, my emotions, the people I hang out with, the experiences that I get to, like, yeah, just soaking it in the present. I feel like that's all we have. Like this future and present, past and future is just like in your head. Like you can't be in.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, and all you can be is in present. So like I want to grasp it, fully and be as present and aware as I can be. Yeah, I think that's like my way of approaching life right now.
Yeah, I think that is very, very, very beautiful. And then, which is what I've been like trying to like integrate in my life too. Yeah, just, trusting that we are very supported by Mother Nature always. And just like the trees are taken care of, the birds are taken care of, we are going to be taken care of too. And then you're taking such brave steps, Richa. You're really, really inspiring to me. Like, just hanging out with you and then like just seeing you doing the things that you do, it like inspires me to be brave too. And yeah, I am so grateful that I'm your friend. You are my friend.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was a lot of wisdom there, that how you want to approach life. And you're doing a great job. Yeah, doing a great job.
Thank you.
And yeah, fear is such like normal part of being human. Like everybody in some ways
have their own sorts of fear.
Yeah, and then I do have a lot of fear too. But that was so beautiful how you're turning your fear into faith. And just trusting in like the universe, or God, or Mother Nature, whatever you can call. And listening to your like inner guidance, your feelings, to take your next steps, which I have seen you doing in your life with your like leaving the corporate world and starting your own business, being a freelancer. I don't think anybody who is not facing the fear can do it. You are one of the bravest and inspiring people that I have ever met.
Thank you, Saguna. You're so sweet. And you are too. She's like, I feel constantly so inspired by you, and I always like whenever we hang out, like it's like so much learning that happens, and also like so free spirited. Like I love the fact that you're so open.
So you are.
Yeah, you're so open, and like we were hanging out last time and we were like on a climbing gym and we saw like the people were doing acro yoga, and then there was like a class of acro yoga, and I have never heard of acro yoga before, and never like I have seen people like do balancing and stuff, but I didn't know the term acro yoga. And we saw acro yoga for the first time, and we ended up taking class.
Yeah, we did, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you're so open to like to try new experiences, even though like it's like it feels so good that we are both like not afraid of new experiences, and like
so you are like the qualities that you're seeing in me, it's a reflection of you, because you're like that, you're so open too. And then
thank you. Like I think one of the things that we are like really the mirror work that we're trying like telling you guys is like, it's one of our insight that we learned. Like you can, I think you can explain it better.
So we've been like trying to do is when we meet people, we do what we see in them, we like reflect it to ourselves. If we see the qualities that we like in other people, we take it as our qualities, and if we see something that is triggering that we don't like in other people, and
That
we
is
also
awesome.
see that within ourselves, and we try to like dive deeper into why is that triggering.
Yeah.
And that's been so helpful, that's been helping us to feel connected to every other beings around us, and
Yeah.
not being so much judgy
Yeah.
for people who are like triggering us.
Yeah, and when she shared this, I was like, wow, like this is like life changing.
And we are so connected.
Yeah, we are so connected. Like this reminded me of like for all the Nepali viewers, like you know, like this is what pulko ankama is like.
Perception.
Yeah, perception. And yeah, I think like this is like Annie was telling us the whole time, like okay, yeah, whatever whatever you are, you see in other people. And and then the vice versa.
Yeah, and then sometimes it can just be because someone is angry at you, you see that person being angry. It may not be about you, but it might be because that person had a really rough day. Or it can be because you are projecting something else that's happening within you. Yeah, it can be either. It can be them, or it can be you, but we're all connected, and we can give each other love. And
Yeah, so that's how like whenever we hang out, like all of these insights that we learned and we share with each other, this is how it goes. So you got like
I
a
have
gist of
been
it.
like practicing a lot since last week, the one that you shared me about some celebrity sharing the wisdom of their therapist.
Yeah.
So would you like to elaborate on that one a little bit?
Yeah, I mean I forgot the name of the celebrity, but it's on Netflix, and he just brought his therapist, and it's been a while back, but the one thing that like really stuck with me was like for us people, like the fundamentals, if you just take care of like the basic needs, like that's all, like everything else will just fall into place. Yeah, so like if you just take care of your sleep and eat healthy, like spend time in nature, or like you know, very basic needs, if you just take care of that properly, like you don't have to actually worry about any other thing, and everything will just fall in place. Yeah, so that was like the insight that kind of like stuck with me. And I'm trying to apply that. I'm trying to eat healthy and
take care of the basic needs.
and at least sleep the certain hours that is needed. And take care of health. Just basic needs. So that like whenever, like last time when we hang out, I think that like really stuck with her, and like she's like trying to really apply it in her week this week, right?
Yeah, I was just reminding myself that when I was like thinking, I was thinking a lot about other problems. I was reminding myself that I just need to take care of my basic needs, and everything will be fine. And it helped a lot. My week went pretty smooth. I did take care of my basic needs, and the worst thing that I imagined in my head to be happening didn't happen. Everything went well, smooth.
And I think when she shared of like the mirror work, like that was so freeing for me when you first shared it. I was like, cause you know, like I'm always afraid of like, oh, how people are gonna perceive me, and that felt very freeing in a way. Like, oh, that person is gonna see the way that person is. So if that
experiencing life,
experiencing life, and if that person has a good perspective, or then like the way he or she sees me is actually not on me, it's actually on them, and how so it felt like I just have to focus on
My lens.
My lens, yeah. So if my lens are clear, I'm gonna see everything clear, everything beautiful, right? So like that, like gave me a direction to like stop worrying about what other people are gonna, how other people are gonna see me. Focus on how to work on myself so I can see other, like whatever I see beautiful, like, you know. Yeah. So that was like very like that, like I think it's still like it's still with me, like, and it's still stuck in my head. I'm trying to apply that in my life. Yeah, it was very freeing for me, like when I first heard that and tried apply that in my life. So thank you.
Oh yeah. I heard it from another like spiritual teacher too. Her name is Til Swan. And yeah, she teaches a lot of like shadow work. And yeah, I did like self-love challenge with her like for the past 2 years. Yeah, she does host like free 5-day self-love challenge every year on Valentine's Day time. And yeah, that's how I learned about it, and it was very freeing to me too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Let's talk about our challenges. Like what kind of challenges are you currently facing and how do you deal with it?
Okay. Yeah.
I know it's a very deep one, but yeah.
So what kind of challenges am I facing currently? Okay. So I do have a reminder in front of my freeze. I have like 3 reminders for the morning, for the afternoon, and for the evening. And for the morning, so I've been working on it. The biggest thing that I'm working on is practicing radical self-love and radical acceptance, because I always felt like I had to perform to feel loved. And yeah, it was all on me. It was me that was not giving myself love. So I've been practicing self-love. I have gotten better, but there are like some days where I like beat myself up, and the reminders that I have on my freeze helps. So the morning reminder that I set for myself is to start my day with doing the things that really like nurtures and nourishes my being, and then practicing, as you mentioned, like presence awareness. I try to like be aware of my breath. I try to take like long, slow, deep breaths, and in the morning I try my best, and I remind myself to do everything with more awareness than like checking off the list. Like when I am drinking water, I try to really feel how it feels to drink the water, the taste, the texture, the temperature. And when I'm taking Rani on a morning walk, I try to like really feel the fresh air. I try to look at Rani, how she chases the birds, and then I try to observe the flowers around me, the trees around me, and there is another reminder for the morning, because in the morning I used to think about my to-do list first, never-ending to-do list, and just having that reminder helps me to just take it slow, take it easy, just become aware and present, and nurture and nourish myself first. Then it really sets the tone for the day. And for the afternoon, I have the reminder for myself to do at least 2 things that I've been procrastinating, that I want to avoid. and getting those two things done, it helps me, because sometimes when I have like too many things that I am scared of failing, I don't do any of them. And if I just ask myself to do at least two things, I will feel like there's only two things and I'll do it, and that makes me feel good that I didn't
didn't do nothing.
avoid it.
Yeah.
And the nighttime is self-care too. Nighttime reminder is self-care too. Self-care and then letting go of the day, and everything else can wait. And now I have added taking care of my basic needs, which is also pretty similar to the reminder that I have, but in a different way. When I'm having the problems or anything, I can do what I can, and I will just have to take care of my basic needs, and it will be removed by the Mother Nature.
That's so beautiful. Note that down, guys. That's like a very good reminder. I'm trying to apply that too, and I feel like procrastination is something like that I have been dealing with, and like the things that you say, it really helped me. Like I think it was so like it was like a loop that goes through like you have this list of things that you want to do, but you never end up doing it, and
because
you're
scared of failing.
You're scared of failing, and you're avoiding, and it just like doubles up, and then like you're just feeling more guilty, and then there's this like vicious cycle that you go through.
Yeah,
I know, and I think this is such a good way to approach life, and it's not like you don't even feel very pressured, but you also like not avoiding at all. Like you are at least doing two things that you fear.
Yeah.
And over time, that adds up. Like every day, if you just tackle two things, like that's a lot. Like in a year, you tackled a lot of things that you actually had on your list to do. That's such a beautiful, beautiful way. Thank you for like sharing your reminders of the day.
Yeah, of course. You were the one who inspired me to write those reminders, because I saw when I came over to your house last time, I saw you had that magnet note.
Yeah.
And then I went to the dollar store and I bought that magnet store, and I was asking myself, what did I want to write? What did I want to remind myself? And there is one note where I write what groceries that I need to bring, and the other one is for me to read it every day. And that has been helpful. Yeah, because procrastination, I have suffered. I think everybody
has in some level. Yeah. But that was like one of my biggest challenges. It still is someday. But yeah, actually, like being kind to yourself is the answer. Like, yeah, no matter how many times you fail, you have to be kind, and that's how you pick yourself back up and try again. So like I think kindness was something that really, really helped me through procrastination.
Yeah, practicing compassion.
Yeah,
to yourself.
compassion. Yeah.
Yeah, and when there are like too many things to do, and you don't know like what to do, you don't know what to work on, it can feel like very overwhelming. You don't know where to direct your energy, and you just avoid it. You don't do anything. That's how I felt. And having that, so on my other note, I write down my to-do list that I am really, really scared to do, and from that to-do list I will just pick the thing that is least scary to me. And sometimes I end up doing more than two. And then sometimes I just do one, and that's okay. I at least did one, and it took away a lot of fear of failing in me. And that's been helpful to me.
And I think the morning and the evening or night routine is that what like really helps you during the afternoon to tackle your day. Like you are doing such like a present and energizing morning routine that like it helps you throughout your day. Yeah, I think that's like the key, guys, to have
Morning,
like a very present.
evening,
Yeah.
Everything else can wait.
Yeah.
Just take care of your basic needs.
Yeah.
Self-love.
Yeah, self-love. I feel like the current challenge that I am facing on and off is like self-doubt is like something that I'm really go through even now, because like everything I do is like such uncertain, like freelancing, like you are not sure like when are you gonna get your next job, and even like I'm doing like the food pop-up and entrepreneurship, that area, talk managing people, and like like businesses has such ups and downs, and like I'm just starting out, so like I think even even like very experienced people, they do have like imposter syndrome and self-doubt, like I've heard. But like that's like something that I am going through and trying to work on that, is to like, it's the doubt is like, I think the fear part, like we have doubt because maybe I'm not good enough to do this, or maybe I made the wrong decision, maybe so on that loop, like I think like going back to like fear to faith is something that like I'm like, when I go through self-doubt, I really try to work on that and put my like in the system where like people are really talking about, like I'm like really listening to Napoleon Hill right now, and like he's like the author of Think and Grow Rich. So he like, they're very big on affirmations, and Louise Hay, like
You Can Heal Your Body.
You Can Heal Your Body. That book, it was so life-changing. Like I'm like revisiting affirmations right now, and like trying to really feed into the system of like what I want to become, and that like really calms me, and like journaling really helps me. So like those are the things like I try to, and being present and aware, that really helps also, like being in nature, and just like even hanging out with you and sharing my thoughts, and like all of these like just helps.
Thursday is my favorite day too.
Me too.
When I hang out.
I think self-doubt is something that I'm currently dealing with, and that's like, and it comes and goes, and I have my moment, but when I do have those low moment, like affirmations, journaling, spending time in nature, working out, like all of those, I have like tools that I do to put myself back in positive mindset, where like I literally say things to me like, everything's gonna be okay, like this is just temporary. Like I like put reminders, I like literally speak to myself and like say and all of those, like it really helps. And I'm listening to Louise Hay a lot, and she says like, your mind or your life is like or like your body is like a garden, and there are like, weeds are like the I'm sorry. Weeds and like flower, and it depends on what you want to water. Like, do you want to water the weeds, the negativity, then it's gonna grow, and if you water the flowers, then it's gonna grow. So like whenever I am saying like, everything's gonna be okay, you can do it, go for it, I'm saying these positive things to myself, I'm watering the flower in me, and I'm blossoming. And every time like this, I know like the weeds are in there, like the negativity is in me, but I'm trying to avoid it, and like put like, and whenever the weed comes in front of me, the negativity comes in front of me, I'm trying to bring more positivity and like push that. So like that's something that's like really helping me to overcome self-doubt.
That was really, really beautiful, Richa. Thank you for sharing. I feel like even myself, I do experience self-doubt too, and like you, I have found the helpful tools that helps me like overcome self-doubt, and you're doing such a great job of becoming brave and then following your passion, following your feeling, following your intuition. And like you said, the universe got your back.
Yes.
The universe got your back, and you're just gonna do so amazing things in life.
Thank you. You are too.
Yeah.
You are already doing so amazing.
You too. Yeah, you inspire me so much.
Yeah. Thank you. This is how we constantly compliment each other.
Yeah.
But I think it's time to end. I think I don't know if this is gonna be an ongoing series, but let's end today's podcast with a favorite quote of yours that you're kind of living by right now.
Okay, my favorite quote. Okay, so I don't know who said it, but it was in one of the yoga class that I heard, and it had just stuck to me. Yeah, it says like you can only love others as much as you love yourself. So when you practice like self-love, you're actually making the world better place. And when I'm doing my self-care practices, I feel like I am doing like good for the humanity, for the world, for the universe. And yeah, maybe in a small way, but it does have a ripple impact. And yeah, that is what really resonated with me and what I've been practicing. And I highly encourage everyone to practice self-care, and by being loving to yourself, you will also be loving to the beings around you, and yeah, the world will be a much better place to live.
That's so beautiful.
What about you? What's your quote that you're living by?
I think fear to faith is something that's so prevalent right now for me. Like going through like challenges, and yeah, like just the uncertainty of life. Like that's like my constant reminder. Like, yeah, I am taken care of by Mother Nature, and having that faith that I'm gonna be okay, and I like God will give me whatever I need. Yeah, having that faith has been very helpful.
You're doing such a good job.
You are
Richa.
too. I was gonna say like the self-love thing, like it could seem like as you're being selfish that you're only taking care of yourself, but the perspective that you share, that you actually, by taking care of yourself, you're actually, and you are, like that is so true. Like when you are like taking, like when you are in a good mood, or like when you are taking care of yourself really well, like your husband is gonna feel, Rani is gonna feel
that
energy too.
And the friends that
you are passing that to me right now, and
me
like
too.
Yeah, and everywhere you go, you're passing that energy, and it's actually you're doing a good to humanity, not just yourself, and that's so beautiful. Because I feel like self-care, people could take it as like, oh, you're just so being selfish, and you're just like taking care of yourself. That could be a very negative connotation, but actually, like in a way, you're taking care of everybody. They're just taking care of you. Yeah. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. That was so beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Richa, for having me here. And yeah, I do tell myself that too. Like I'm so supported by Mother Nature. Mother Nature got me. Those are my affirmations.
Yeah.
I'm
Me too.
safe. Just like the stars are guided, I'm guided too. I just need to listen to my intuition. Yeah, that's what I keep saying myself too. And yeah, it's so like inspiring to see you grow and actually follow your like intuition, follow your passion.
Yeah, same. It's so, you are always inspiring me, and I always get to learn so much from you, and just be me and authentic with you, try new things, be funny, talk about whatever we want. Yeah, it's just so freeing to be with you. Thank you for being my friend.
Thank you, Lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I didn't mention it, but Vaishali is not here today because she's traveling. So I brought in my friend Saguna to just talk about life as we do. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you're in New York, Saguna does give free yoga classes in Queens, in the Queensbridge Park, every Wednesday evening
at 6:30.
Yeah, I can put the links down on the description for you if anybody is interested. It's such a beautiful experience. I've been multiple times, and the weather is getting finally so nice in New York, and just being out in nature and doing yoga is like the perfect way to spend your Wednesday evening. But yeah, and my Khaja House pop-ups are happening every weekend. Do visit. I will also put the Khaja House Instagram below down on the description so you guys can see what the dates are like and where it's gonna be. Yeah, see you guys out in the Khaja House pop-up and Saguna's yoga classes. Yeah, sunset yoga. Yeah, thank you for listening to us. If you're still listening.
Thank you
for
listening
a long
to
one. Yeah, thank you for listening and hope you guys have a lovely day, night, or morning, whenever you are watching. And
and stay hydrated.
Stay
Take care of yourself.
Yes.
Take care of your basic needs.
Yes,
That's what I've been telling myself a lot.
beautiful reminders for you guys. Yeah, that's it.
And so there is also a Facebook group where I put the updates for the yoga classes. It's called Sunset Yoga NYC. Maybe we'll attach the link over there.
I'll put all of the links that you guys need to know in the description. Yeah.
And that's it. And Rani, you want to say bye?
Oh,
we have our Rani.
Rani, we wanted to introduce Rani, but Rani was asleep.
Yeah.
Say hello. It's Rani, Saguna's baby daughter.
Yeah. Okay, and say bye.
Bye.